Hello friends, today I am going to show you how to design and animate a digital ID card in After Effects. So let's start. First, create a new composition. Name it as Digital Card. Set preset as HDTV 1080 frame rate 25. Set duration to 15 seconds. Click OK. Select these images and drag and drop them to the project panel. Right-click on Timeline and create a new solid. Click OK. Now go to Effect and Preset and search for Saber. If you don't have Saber plugin, you can download it from the link in the description below. Now drag and drop it to the solid layer. Pick Rounded Rectangle tool and pressing Ctrl key, draw a rectangle like this. After that, click Customize Core drop-down arrow and change core type to Layer Mask. Right-click on Timeline and create a new shape layer. Now draw another rounded rectangle. Use arrow keys to move the rectangle. Change rectangle fill to solid white color. And change stroke to none. Press T to bring opacity. Change value to 50. Right-click on Timeline and create a new solid. Click OK. Now drag and drop Saber to the solid layer. Change core type to Layer Mask. Now hide the solid layer and pick Pen tool. Draw like as I am drawing. Now pressing Alt key, click and drag like this. Click this point and drag like this. Select these drop-down arrows and select Mask Path. Grab Selection tool and drag the mask path like this. Now unhide the solid layer. Change mode to add. Select Mask 1 and change glow intensity to 16%. I am using arrow keys to move the mask. Select this layer and pick Ellipse tool. Pressing Ctrl plus Shift, draw a circle. Now grab Selection tool and select Mask to Mask Path. Click this point and move the circle like this. Now select Mask 2 and press Ctrl plus D. Select Mask 3 and click this point and place the circle like this. Now select the Solid 2 layer and duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl plus D. After that, select this layer and go to Layer, Transform, Flip Vertical. Now select Solid 1 layer and place timeline to 0 seconds. Change Start Offset value to 100% and click Stopwatch icon. Press U to display keyframes. Go 1 second timeline and set value to 0. You can see the saber effect is starting from this point. To change the starting point, change the mask evolution value like this. Cool. Change glow bias to 0.30. Go to 1 seconds in timeline. Now select this layer and change Start Offset value to 100. Click Stopwatch icon. Now change timeline to 1.13 seconds and change value to 0. Cool. Do the same thing to the first layer. Right-click on timeline and create a new shape layer. Pick Rounded Rectangle tool and draw a rectangle like this. Grab Selection tool. Go to Project Panel. Select Image 1 and drag and drop it to the timeline. Press S and scale the image like this. Now click Track Matte Pick Whip icon and drag and drop it to Shape Layer 2. You can see rounded border has added to the image. I am changing the position of the image. OK. Right-click on Timeline and create a new solid. Click OK. Hide solid 3 layer. Now pick rounded rectangle tool and draw like this. Unhide solid 3 layer. Add saber effect to the layer. Change core type to layer masks. Change mode to add. Change glow intensity value to 19. Change glow bias to 0.09. Change core size to 2.40. Place timeline to 1.15 seconds and change N offset value to 0. Now select Start Offset Stopwatch icon. Go to 2.12 seconds in timeline and change value to 100. We have to change the core starting point. To do that, change mask evolution value to 67. Cool. Now right-click on Timeline and create a new text layer. I have already typed the text. So I am pasting it here. Pick Selection tool and place the text like this. Select the text and change the tracking value to 150. Now right-click on Timeline and create a new solid. Add saber effect to the solid layer. Change core type to text layer. Select Name Text. Select Source. Change alpha mode to enable masks. Change glow intensity value to 100. Change spread to 2. Change glow bias to 5. Change core size to 0.20. Change mode to add. Now select drop-down arrow in the text layer and click this animate arrow. Select character offset. Now click this add arrow, property. Click opacity. Change opacity value to 0. Click stopwatch icon and start. Now go to 6 seconds in timeline and change value to 100. You can see the preview. Cool. I am dragging this keyframe to 8 seconds. OK. Now hide the text layer. Select solid layer 4. Change core size to 3. Select text layer and press U. Select both keyframes and move them to 4 seconds. Now right-click on timeline and create a new shape layer. Draw a rounded rectangle like this. Grab selection tool and resize and place the shape like this. Go to project panel. Drag and drop the name sign PNG to timeline. Place it right here. Press S and change size like this. Now drag timeline to 2.13 and press T. Change value to 0. Select shape layer 3 and press T to bring up opacity. Change value to 0. Now select these both layers and click stopwatch icons. Go to 3.24 seconds in timeline and change value to 100. OK. Select chip PNG and drag and drop it to the timeline. Place the chip right here. Now go to 2.13 in timeline. Select chip PNG layer and press T. Select stopwatch icon and change value to 0. Now go to 3.24 in timeline and change value to 100. Select name layer and unhide it. Double-click on the text. I am adjusting the text. Select Chip PNG layer and pick Selection tool. Place the chip right here. Now select Image layer and press T. Go to 1.14 seconds in timeline and add a keyframe to opacity. Now go to 1.13 seconds in timeline and change value to 0. Reduce the work area to 10 seconds. Select Chip PNG layer and press T. Now go to 3.24 in timeline and change value to 60. Now select all the layers. Right-click Pre-compose. Click OK. Click this box to apply 3D layer. Now right-click on timeline and create a new camera. Click OK. Press P to bring up position. Go to 0.13 seconds in timeline and add a keyframe. Now go to 0 seconds in timeline and change X and Z position values like this. Cool. Double-click on this pre-composed layer. Select Chip PNG layer and press T. Now go to 3.24 seconds in timeline and change value to 50. Select Shape Layer 1 and press T. Change value to 10. Now select Digital Card Composition. Press spacebar to play the preview. Here is my final animation. So if you like this tutorial, hit like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel to just stay tuned to all my future videos. Thanks for watching.